Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Most Motion's Wiggle With Me show. This is the live video show that's going to help you to move better than you have done in years. For those that don't know me, my name's Sarah Pitts. I am founder of Most Motion and creator of a system of mobility affectionately known as wiggling. And today I'm going to help you to fix your own injuries. So welcome along if you're watching live. Don't forget, you can always give the thumbs up, the hearts, likes, comments, anything like that. Ask your questions, all that stuff as we go through the show. And if you're watching on the replay, welcome along. But you can join us live next time if you like at the Facebook group wigglewithme.com. Just type in wigglewithme.com and ask to join the group and I'll let you in, and next time you can join us live. So today's sponsor is wiggleclasstrial.com. It's wiggleclasstrial.com. This is a snippet of what we do in my online membership called Wiggle Class, which is a 30-minute class every week of exactly this stuff. So from start to finish we are moving, going into detail about why stuff works and that kind of stuff. So if you like this show and you want more wiggling, then go to wiggleclasstrial.com. You can get a whole week of Wiggle Class, full access to Wiggle Class for £1. So go to wiggleclasstrial.com and I will see you there. So today's problem is having no power on the bike. So lots of people that I deal with, lots of triathletes, cyclists, they are struggling to get up the hills and they just seem to lose power for no apparent reason. But this is actually due to tight hip flexors. And I've covered tight hip flexors a lot because it's a massive problem for a lot of people. So today we're going to do something slightly differently just to get into the position that you need to lengthen the quads properly and get into the hip flexors deep enough to allow you to get more power on the bike. So I'm going to stand up and show you with my trusty chair. All we're going to do is put one foot on the chair and make sure the chair is sturdy enough so it doesn't slide backwards if you've got it on wheels or something like that. Just jam it against a wall so it doesn't move. And then just have this foot far enough back so that when you lean into it with your heel down and your knee straight, that you can get a stretch down the front of your hip here. Okay? So then from here, if I put my hands on my hips, you can see what I'm doing. We're just going to go front to back really slowly, really gently, keeping everything below your hip nice and straight. So your knee is straight and your heel is on the ground, okay? But if you're pushing forwards and your knee starts to bend, then we're not going to get the impact that we're looking for. So you might want to step a bit further towards the chair and then start again, okay? So we're in a position where you're not having to work hard to hold your body in the right place. All we're doing is just moving gently backwards and forwards to start with. So we can feel a pull down here as we go forwards, and it's almost like the pelvis is tilting backwards into that position. You're not actively trying to tilt it, but it will do as we go through. And then just holding that position slightly forwards, we're just going to go side to side and just do something really different with the hip flexors, okay? So they never get to do this on the bike, and they never get to do this when you're running. So doing this now will help to loosen up all the tightnesses you've got and allow your brain to use lots and lots of different areas of strength that get very stuck, okay? So there's almost like resources of strength that you're not using because they're a bit jammed, okay? Then all we're going to do is just go round in a circle. Nice and big with the circle. It doesn't matter if it's not quite smooth circle. It could be a little bit jerky like this. The more you do it, the easier it will get. Okay? Just round and round in a circle one way, and then round and round in a circle the other way. Okay, so obviously you can change feet, you don't need me to show you how to change feet, but what I am going to do is just show you a little tiny variation that you can do that's massively powerful just by changing your foot position very, very slightly. So I'm going to stay on the same leg, and all I'm going to do is turn my toe out towards you, okay? Now I'm going to put my body in exactly the same position it was in before, but my standing leg toe is pointing towards you. My hips are pointing towards the chair. And again, I'm just going to go front to back. And the hip is driving this movement, not my knee. Okay, not this knee. I'm not driving it backwards and forwards like this. I'm asking my hip to move so that my hip joint is making some movement. Whereas if I was just driving from my knee, it's quite possible that I could just shift my body weight and this angle here never changes. Okay, we're not looking for that. We are looking for tilting in the hip to create some length across your hip flexors. Okay, so again, we're going to keep that nice and far forwards, and then we're just going to go side to side very gently. None of this should be hurting. None of it should be painful. You shouldn't be pulling faces at me or holding your breath or anything like that. Okay? Comfortably uncomfortable is a phrase I like to use just to describe how hard you should be working. Okay? The speed of doing this is very similar to rocking a baby to sleep. If you're going faster than me, then you are going too quick. Your baby would be very awake. Okay? And then go around and around again. And then can go the other way. It's really important that you do the circles both ways because your body will cheat and it will try and get away from the bit that it finds most difficult. So if you go both ways, chances are you'll catch it somehow. Okay. So, if you want more wiggling, don't forget you can go to wiggleclasstrial.com. That's wiggleclasstrial.com. Hey Margaret, nice to have you. And you can get full access to the Wiggle Class membership for just £1 for a whole week. I encourage you to do that, explore it, do what you like with it, and let me know what you think, because obviously the more feedback I get from you guys, the better the products I can make for you. So Wiggle Class has been described from my members as being their everyday maintenance stuff. So if you're either in recovery, or you're in the middle of a season, or you're just doing a lot of training, then Wiggle Class is something that will unwind all of that tension and help to keep your injuries away. So if you don't like injuries like me, then go and have a look at wiggleclasstrial.com and join us for a week just for £1. If you want to join us live next time, then you're more than welcome. Just come along to wigglewithme.com, ask to join the Facebook group, and you can join us live next time. It's always nice to have you, and thanks for watching. I'll see you again next Thursday, 1 PM UK time. I'll see you next week.